Hey guys, Dave Moore, idavemore.com, coming at you with a video on home defense. Now I do have some notes because I kept fucking up the video trying to do it before, so I just wrote down some bullet points, that way I stay on topic. Keep it short, keep it concise, and get to the point. Ultimately, with home defense, I think a lot of people treat it like self-defense, meaning self-defense with firearms, i.e. carrying your gun, being on the street, being at the Walmart, being at the strip club, being wherever the hell you're at, out and about, away from your house. Most people kind of think of it in that aspect. Well, there's a gun, and there's the ammo, and there's me shooting people in the face. Well, there's a lot more to it than that. And I kind of want to go over what I think about with home defense. Ultimately, you have your gun, you have all that, but you need to think of what gear can help you and just having a plan. If there's anything that you can use into your advantage, you really need to kind of take that into consideration. Basically, my primary gun in home defense is my Glock 22. Reasons being is it is always on me at all times. I have this gun on me. I stay dressed all day until I go to sleep. So my initial line of defense is my handgun. So somebody breaks in the door, I'm standing there, handgun, boom, boom, got him, whatever. But this is easily accessible. This is either on me or within my immediate reach at all times. So along with that, also the handgun is easier to maneuver in a house. If you have a lot of tight corners and everything, the handgun is easier to wield. It's just plain and simple. If you're in the military or law enforcement, clearing houses, you know what I'm talking about. So with that, I kind of started thinking, okay, well, I've got the guns, I've got the ammo, and there's a big ammo debate. You know, what gun do I need? Do I need a Glock? Do I need this? Do I need a rifle? Do I need a shotgun? Do I need buckshot, double-aught buck, hollow point, soft points, fragmenting, all that? But who really cares? Whatever you have is what you have, and it's just, I mean, it's good enough. It's just the tool. There's a lot more to it than having just the tool. So as of recently, I have been incorporating my plate carrier. Well, a lot of you know it. It is the Condor MOPC with the AR500 Armor ASC, which is the Advanced Shooter's Cut plates. They're curved. So I've started to incorporate that, and I have incorporated it into a way to where I know that my rifle and my shotgun is always within my immediate, maybe not immediate, but within my grabbing range in my house. And my theory is if I have some type of warning, if I hear a ruckus or I see a shady character walking around my house, I have a warning and I can prepare myself, i.e. go grab my rifle and put my body armor on. Now I know most self-defense situations, you have no warning, it just happens. But when you're in your home, it's a little bit different. If you have the gear and you have the accoutrements to benefit yourself, you might as well take advantage of them. At least have them as plan B, which they are, is my plan B. My plan A, Glock. So I have my first line, and if I need more, I can go get more. I can go get my rifle, go get my plate carrier. Being that the plate carrier is in my home defense setup because, number one, it's in my house. I don't have it with me on the street. So my normal day-to-day plan does not involve a plate carrier because I'm not going to have it. So why even involve it? But I do have it as a backup, or a plan B, rather, in my house. If I have some type of warning, I can go grab it. If not, I got my Glock and it's just a fight, whatever. No armor. Ultimately, when you think about it, the way to win a gunfight is to stay alive. So body armor is going to help you with that. I mean, you win the gunfight by not getting dead. So, I mean, there's that. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You just don't get dead, and body armor will help. And I chose the AR500 armor because the price, really. Had great reviews, everything was awesome, and the price was right. Because I could not justify spending, $1,000 on some sappy plates. Being a civilian, just couldn't do it. So I got the AR500 armor. Let me check my notes here. So really, I mean, you've got the gear, you've got the guns, you've got all that. But what it really boils down to is your mindset. What you need to do for home defense is really just think about everything. You need to have a plan. If you have a family, you need to tell your kids what room they need to barricade themselves in. You need to tell your wife what gun to grab, where to go, what to do. Who's calling 911? Is it you or is it your wife? If you're alone, it's kind of different, obviously. But a few things to think about are just the layout of your house. Obviously you know your house, you live in it. But what hallways are a little bit more narrow? What blind spots are there in your house? Where can people hide? So those are the areas that you need to check and make sure that they are not there. If they're not in your immediate view, you know where the blind spots are. Are there any mirrors on the walls that you can see around the corner? Is there any windows that have a reflection where you can see a person standing in front of it? What are your walls made out of? Are they cinder block? Are they brick? Are they cover or just merely concealment? Those are things to take into consideration. If you're hiding behind a wall that you know is soft, is a soft target, so to speak, you're going to get shot through it. So you might want to not hide there if you can. You might want to choose an alternate area. Where are your neighbors at? Do you have neighbors directly beside you? Because if so, what happens if a bullet makes it out of your house? Is it going to hit little Johnny playing in the sandbox next door? Is it going to go down the street into the schoolyard? Do you need to shoot from a lower angle? Do you need to shoot from a higher angle? What do you do if they come in the front door? What do you do if they come in the back door? That's what she said. All this is not an exhaustive list, but it's just a few things that I thought about that it really boils down to your mindset. I can talk about guns and gear all day. I love talking about guns and gear. And really the first videos I tried to make on this before the notes just involve that. And it's stupid because if you have a gun, then you're good. Who cares? You don't need to worry about all this special novelty ammo and all that. Just you have your gun. Whatever you have is what you have. The gun that you have is better than the gun that you don't have. And whatever that you can immediately access the fastest and the easiest. For me, it's my Glock 22. For most of you, it's probably the same. Tier 2 or Plan B is the rifle and the plate carrier. That's great if I can get to it, but what if I can't? Then it comes into your mindset and planning and knowing your house and knowing the layout to give you the tactical advantage over the marauder. Because obviously they don't know your house as well as you do. At least they shouldn't. If so, then something's wrong. But it really boils down to mindset, and I know I try to not talk about a whole lot of this because I don't feel that I am the right person to talk to about it. But in home defense, I decided to share just my opinion, my plan, so to speak. I really like Aaron Cowan, Sage Dynamics. He has great stuff about mindset. He's probably one of the top guys right now, and I'm actually taking his class very soon. So really, just training with your firearms and being high speed as fuck with your gun doesn't mean shit if you don't have a plan. If you're in your house and you don't have a plan, well, what are you going to do? I mean, just stand there and try to shoot? If you have a plan, if you can plan ahead, if you have the right mental state, the right mentality, then your firearms training, your firearm skills will come. That's something you already have. And I'm not saying don't train with your firearms anymore. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't go to the range. I'm just saying think about it a little bit more. And kind of think about the mindset. Think about planning it with your family and all of that. And keep doing what you're doing, but kind of add that in there. Because if you can plan it and you can focus on that, then your firearms training is going to come into play. That's why you train. Because it just happens. And then you have more than one skill now. You have more than one plan. You have a backup to a backup. And you're just much better off. So I just wanted to talk about that. It's all about the mindset. And quit worrying about the gear and the guns and all that. That's all there. But really the mindset is what's going to help you out the most. Keep shooting, guys. Yeah.